So, assuming that we don't get towards a deal between the US and China, who do you think will back down first on this trade war that seems to be continuing?
Well, we've already seen Trump back down yesterday, so there's a kind of evidence, and I think in a way, the answer to your question might boil down to whether whether deflation in China is a more sustainable option for Xi Jinping than stagflation is for Donald Trump. The risk in the United States is that we're entering kind of stagflationary territory in which economic activity falls very sharply, perhaps into a recession, while at the same time inflationary pressures remain alive, and that puts the Federal Reserve in a huge dilemma. On the one hand, the needs of the real economy are suggesting that rates need to fall. On the other hand, the fact that inflation is sticky means or rising means that rates need to go up. That, I suspect, could be politically much more uncomfortable for Donald Trump than the situation is uncomfortable for Xi Jinping in China. The situation in China is that household confidence has been very, very weak for a number of years. As I say, prices have been falling in the last couple of months, or inflation has been negative in the last couple of months. But in any case, the Chinese economy is kind of has been flirting with deflation for a number of years. I don't know. I mean, the reality is that Donald Trump has midterms to face at the end of 2026. Xi Jinping doesn't.